Caffeine is widely recognized for its stimulating effects on the central nervous system and modest benefits in enhancing alertness and metabolism. On its own, moderate caffeine intake, such as that from black coffee or unsweetened tea, can slightly increase energy expenditure, improve fat oxidation, and even support certain aspects of liver health. However, when caffeine is combined with the high doses of sugar present in many soft drinks, energy beverages, and flavored coffees, the metabolic picture changes dramatically. The combination of sugar and caffeine creates a potent recipe for liver stress, accelerating glucose spikes, insulin resistance, and triglyceride accumulation in hepatocytes, thereby promoting non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. The synergistic effect of caffeine and sugar begins with how the body metabolizes glucose. Sugary beverages already deliver a rapid influx of glucose and fructose to the bloodstream. Fructose, in particular, is metabolized almost exclusively in the liver, where excess amounts are converted into triglycerides and stored as fat. Caffeine can amplify this effect by stimulating the sympathetic nervous system, which increases circulating catecholamines and can temporarily enhance glucose absorption and hepatic gluconeogenesis. While these effects are beneficial in the context of energy mobilization, when paired with high sugar intake, they exacerbate postprandial blood glucose spikes and increase the metabolic burden on the liver. Beyond immediate glucose handling, habitual consumption of caffeine-sugar beverages can contribute to insulin resistance. Repeated large sugar surges force the pancreas to produce more insulin, while caffeine can further influence hormonal signaling that impacts glucose and lipid metabolism. Over time, this combination accelerates triglyceride synthesis in hepatocytes, promotes fat accumulation, and increases the risk of progressing from simple hepatic steatosis to more severe stages, including non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, NASH. The oxidative stress generated during these metabolic processes also triggers inflammatory signaling, further compounding liver damage and creating a vicious cycle of metabolic dysfunction. The behavioral implications of caffeinated sugary drinks worsen these metabolic risks. Caffeine enhances alertness and can increase reward sensitivity, encouraging repeated consumption and habitual reliance on these beverages. Many individuals consume multiple servings per day, often in combination with processed snacks, fast foods, or pastries, which multiplies the sugar load and the resulting hepatic stress. Adolescents and young adults are particularly vulnerable, as their developing metabolic systems and reward pathways are highly responsive to the combined effects of sugar and caffeine, increasing the risk of early-onset NAFLD and insulin resistance. Additionally, these beverages often contain additives such as phosphoric acid, artificial flavors, or colorings, which can contribute to oxidative stress, gut microbiome disruption, and systemic inflammation. This means that the liver is not only managing excess sugar and the indirect effects of caffeine on glucose metabolism, but is also coping with chemical and metabolic stressors that further accelerate fat accumulation and inflammation. The cumulative effect over months and years can be substantial, often progressing silently before clinical symptoms or routine lab tests reveal any abnormality. Even the perceived metabolic benefits of caffeine are largely negated in these contexts. While isolated caffeine may slightly enhance fat oxidation, its positive effects are overwhelmed by the rapid sugar absorption and resulting triglyceride formation in the liver. In this way, energy drinks, sweetened coffees, and caffeinated sodas represent a double-edged sword. They provide a stimulant effect while simultaneously promoting hepatic fat synthesis and metabolic dysfunction. In conclusion, the combination of caffeine and sugar in beverages presents a significant, often overlooked risk to liver health. While caffeine alone can support metabolism, when paired with high sugar doses, it magnifies glucose spikes, accelerates hepatic triglyceride synthesis, and contributes to insulin resistance and NAFLD progression. Repeated consumption establishes behavioral and metabolic patterns that silently stress the liver and increase systemic inflammation, creating long-term health consequences. For individuals seeking liver protection and metabolic stability, avoiding caffeinated sugary drinks and focusing on water, unsweetened teas, or plain coffee is a far safer strategy, as it eliminates both the rapid sugar load and the synergistic metabolic burden imposed by caffeine.